everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. Finally, it's here. The focus of the college football world right here on this field today, and we can't wait. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 12th-ranked team, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Rebels will kick this away to get us going here. Bringing it out, it's Santos. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
A gain makes it second and medium. QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, they actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. And is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? At the 20, inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but they take it into the end zone. They're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Southern Miss offense is back out there now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Catch made on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Running back grabs it on the screen. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in a process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Keeping it on the ground here. He shreds the tackle. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical. It's a line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Clark. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Golden Eagles getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Peterson. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Quick throw to the left. And that one's picked off. What a play.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Caught quickly. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Southern Mississippi, 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
1st and 10 play coming up. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Fights off a defender. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Gain of 6.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
1st down and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here comes a handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the Southern Mississippi offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Going after, not quite through. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Rebels offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He shreds the tackle. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
The shotgun running play call. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
That strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Got him. He's sacked.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
And the returner to be brought down. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Here comes the Golden Eagles offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Rebels. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Boy, what a job by the defensive coordinator and the execution of this defense. Everybody's covered downfield, nowhere for the quarterback to go, and they get pressure on him. The ball's in the air, and a great awareness to be able to come down with the interception and take it all the way to the house.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Now they get set to kick it away.
That makes the score Ole Miss 14, Southern Mississippi 7.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Southern Miss offense is back out there now. Well, it's been an entertaining 1st half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
A big play here that gets them down into the red zone. They're not thinking about a field goal, I assure you, Chris. They're trying to get 6 points.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
1st down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? The pre-snap motion from the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
Boy, how exciting has this 1st half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. The pass rush closing in. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
The back's got it. Fights off a defender. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side for this crucial play. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
And the Rebels line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Touchdown, Ole Miss. Number 12 with the catch in the end zone.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see what the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And your Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles will take over 1st and 10.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looks like he's going to run it. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for 1 more play.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. This one is right through. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Golden Eagles will kick this away to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fuller. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Takes the handoff again. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
First down and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And it's complete downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Rebels. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And the point after is right down the middle.
28, Southern Mississippi, 17.
Returner looking to make a play here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground.
And your Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles will take over first and 10.
Here comes the Southern Mississippi offense back out on the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And they get him down after the completion.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Here's a first and 10 play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And the ball is hauled in. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Back to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The defense with more pre-snap movement. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field, get him the football on 4th down, come up with the conversion, keep those sticks moving.
The ball carrier is for London. He's marked down at the 28.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense.
Oh, and he fumbles. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Catch made on the right side. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You've got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. And the wideout goes in motion. That's a design quarterback keeper. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Gain of 1. It's now 3rd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 28, Southern Mississippi 17.
Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a 1-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's running out of time here. And he's sacked, but a penalty flag is down. This will be very costly for the defense if it's against them.
That keeps the score. Ole Miss 28.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
23.
Bringing it out. It's Fuller. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Ole Miss offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here?
Yeah, I can understand the play call here, backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, but you got to be careful of being too conservative, because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
He's looking to scramble. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Ball handed off. They've got him down out near the 40.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good route. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Solid gain in the run running play. Third down now. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle, but first down.
Oh, just a backbreaker for this defense. That's two separate times. On this drive alone, they've had a chance to maybe get off the field. They'd have these third downs, only to give up first downs. Now, as a defensive coordinator, man, you got to dial up any kind of pressure at all to shoot a gap and try to bust that ball away from these backs.
And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, but the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
In this drive, they converted twice on third down. They need 6 yards here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. That pass is caught and moves the ball to the 35 and another first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Boy, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Pressure is coming. Escapes the pocket. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Lets it go quickly. Worked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's second down.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Looks right for a quick completion. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Ole Miss. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. So the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Southern Mississippi, 23.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Golden Eagles offense back on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. First down, looking to throw the ball. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Looking to chuck it again. And they heave it deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, and he cannot hold on. A chance at a fourth interception by this defense here today. Does bring up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this fourth down play in the fourth quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner choosing to field this one. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Southern Miss offense is back out there now. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Using his legs here. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got it. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead...
Oh, they've got him there. The defense gets to him. Never had much of a chance, and that is the final play. So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really high-quality...